Hey, what's up, my friend Mike Robertson here, and today we are going to talk about your training bank account. So much like you wouldn't expect to go to Ruth Chris and have an amazing steak dinner with no dollars in your bank account, you can't expect to go into the gym without making some deposits into your training bank account to make sure that you can not only train at a high level, but more importantly, that you can recover at a high level. So let's talk a little bit about this concept and see how you can make some deposits into your training bank account to get even better results. So if you want to train at a high level, there are a handful of things that you should be doing on a regular basis to get the most out of it. Number one, you need to start with your nutrition. If your nutrition is not on point, if you are not putting great things in your body on a daily basis, you will not have the fuel to not only train at a high level, but support recovery. So you gotta fuel your body the right way. Number two, you gotta sleep. All right, so we could talk about recovery, but sleep is arguably one of the most important things that you can do to recover at a high level. So you gotta get enough quality sleep on a nightly basis. Number three, let's talk about stress. I was gonna put mindset, but stress reduction. So if you're constantly stressed out, if you're constantly anxious, those are gonna deplete your resources that you would normally take to recover from a training session. So you can't forget, training is stress. It's good stress as long as you manage it well, but you have to control all the other stressors in your life. And it could be relationships, it could be work, it could be school. Anything that causes you an undue amount of stress is going to impact your ability to recover. So stress reduction is going to be a deposit into your bank account. Last but not least, and this may seem counterintuitive, but training is a huge investment in your body and in your ability to recover from training. So again, training is stress. We know that. So when I say training here, it could be your moderate intensity workouts. It could be your low intensity workouts that help facilitate and stimulate recovery. All right. But if you are fueling your body appropriately, if you're getting enough sleep, if you are managing your outside stressors, and you are training at a high level to make yourself more stress resistant, all of these things are going to work as deposits into your training bank account. Now, it may not be a total stretch to say that if these things can be positive, they can also negatively impact you as well, okay? So if we've got all these deposits, what are some withdrawals? Well, let me tell you, if you go out and you're eating junk all the time, or you're taking in a ton of alcohol, anything that's going to negatively impact how your body fuels itself, that is going to be a stressor. It's going to be a withdrawal from your training bank account. A lack of sleep, all right? So lack of sleep, or we can just say recovery as a whole, is going to negatively impact your ability to recover. If you're constantly stressed out, right? So this would be eustress, this would be distress. If you're constantly stressed out, you're anxious, things outside the gym are negatively impacting you, that is going to negatively impact your ability to recover from your training sessions. Last but not least, we can talk about training. So if your only idea of training is killing yourself in the gym day in and day out, you're crushing heavy weights, you're crushing a ton of volume, you're doing high intensity interval training, to the nth degree every single time you're in the gym, all of these things work like withdrawals. So just like a regular bank account, you gotta make sure that you're in the green or in the black more times than not. You have to put a major emphasis on these things. Now, that's not to say that you can't have times where you eat junk food or where you train super, super hard, but you gotta make sure that you balance your account on a regular basis. Make sure you're putting enough deposits in, always putting in more deposits than you're taking out of the account, and I guarantee you're not only going to train at a high level, but you're going to stay healthy for a longer period of time as well.